Welcome into day 38. So today is a workout day, so you know what to do. Open up the app or the Google Sheets, whichever you prefer that you got when you signed up for the 12-week Blueprint to Muscle. Check out the workout that you have for today and get ready to crush it. Now, keeping in mind what we talked about a couple videos ago as far as this being evaluation week for the halfway point coming up, make sure to take advantage of the note-taking section. Whether you're using the app or the Google Sheets, there's a note-taking section that you can use to fill out to let yourself know at the halfway point if you'll need to make any adjustments to the exercises or any exchanges. So you know the routine. On workout days, I take an exercise and break it down for you to show you how to get the most effective stimulation from that exercise. We're going to do things just a little bit different in today's video. I had a request from somebody who experiences shoulder tightness and rotator cuff pain on what to do to properly warm up and alleviate those tight rotator cuffs, as well as strengthen them for the future. So I'm going to show you my routine that I do before any upper body day, just a very quick routine to warm up the shoulders and rotator cuffs and get you ready to go. Now, just a real quick backstory to explain how I came across this. I did have rotator cuff issues in my left shoulder about 2 years into my bodybuilding journey. And it was terrible because I couldn't do barbell flat presses or incline presses for a long time. Even dumbbells bothered my shoulder. So for about 5 months, I had to stick with Smith machine and hammer strength machine only. Now, there's nothing wrong with those machines, but to be limited to them just because of shoulder issues that weren't getting better was a big problem. Obviously, if an injury comes up, you need to learn how to train around it, but you shouldn't have to do that for the rest of your life. You need to find a solution to fix the problem, address it, correct it, and then be able to move on bigger and better than before. And this is that solution for me. So before any chest or shoulder workouts, I will go through this little 5-minute routine to warm up my shoulders, elbows, and rotator cuffs. So let's jump into it. So you can do this one of two ways. In my opinion, the optimal way is with a resistance band. You're going to start by taking that band with both of the handles, wrapping it around a post or a pole in the gym, and then passing one handle through the other and pulling it tight around the post so that the band is extended out like so. Once you have the band hooked up, you're going to start with 10 repetitions on each arm, gripping the handle and doing an external rotation against the band. So that's keeping your elbow at your side and rotating outward like so. Once you get the 10 on each side that way, you're going to do internal rotation. So again, gripping the handle, but this time you're going to rotate against the band inward for 10 repetitions on each side. Now you're going to undo the handle and you're going to just wrap the middle of the band around that same pole. And taking each handle, you're going to start with your palms down and your elbows up, and you're going to pull the band into your forehead and then bring your elbows down, squeezing the shoulder blades back and your elbows into your sides. Stretch back out to the pole, same thing. Elbows up to the forehead, squeeze down, keeping your elbows driving back the entire time. What that's going to do is it's going to strengthen the rear delts and stretch out the front delts, which often become internally rotated and tight from pressing movements and put impingement and pressure on the rotator cuffs. A similar movement you can do if you prefer is just taking the resistance band straight out and pulling apart as far as you can, squeezing at the top. In the final exercise, you're just going to take the resistance band and step on one side so that as you come up, you're getting a little bit of tension on the resistance band. Swing it up so your hand is behind your head, and you're just going to do overhead tricep extensions with the band, going for 10 to 15 on each arm. So that's it. 3 simple movements that strengthen the posterior deltoids, stretch out the front of the shoulders and chest and the rotator cuffs, get blood flow in there and everything warmed up, and warm up the elbows as well from the overhead extensions. So, like I said, takes about 3 to 5 minutes, but makes a world of difference both in warming up the area and preventing injury and rehabbing if you have any current tightness or pinching in your shoulder. If your gym doesn't have any resistance bands or any place to hook them up, you can go ahead and use a light 5-pound dumbbell instead. The reason that the resistance bands are slightly more optimal is they do provide that tension when you're doing the internal and external rotations a little bit better, whereas the dumbbell, the tension is just going straight down. But you can still do the same movement internally and externally rotating to warm up the rotator cuff. Obviously, the overhead tricep extensions is exactly the same. The main difference when you're doing the exercise where you pull into the face and down, you will have to be bent over, almost like you're doing a rear dumbbell lateral and then squeezing down for that exercise. So if you're experiencing any sort of shoulder or elbow pain, give this a try before your workout. Those 3 to 5 minutes make a world of difference in preventing injuries and rehabbing and strengthening you from any existing injuries. So let me know how it goes in the comments section below. If you have any questions on this warm-up routine, you can feel free to ask there as well. And in the meantime, have an amazing workout, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.